Hello, we are Beatriz Íñigo, Lucía Gracia, and Beatriz de Miguel. We have been asked to solve the exercise 18 from the Unit 3, so let's solve it step by step.
The statement says, a student in a statistics class with nothing better to do is counting the number of words in the first 100 text messages he receives. She concludes by stating that the number of words per message is a random variable with a normal distribution, with a mean of 2.36 and a standard deviation of 0.55. Suppose she selects 10 messages at random from the ones she receives during the rest of the class. What is the probability that the mean number of words on those 10 pages is at least 2.5? Well, we have to start by defining the random variable. We are talking about a student that takes the first 100 messages she receives in class and counts the number of words in them. So the random variable is the number of words per message. As we cannot foresee how many words will be included in each of the messages, it is denoted as x. For example, one message may contain 2 words and the next one 5. As we are said, this random variable is distributed by a normal distribution with a mean of 2.36 and a standard deviation of 0.55.
Then, from the messages she continues to receive during the rest of the class, she selects 10 at random, and this is our sample size. Now, to know the distribution of the sample, we apply an exact distribution. The distribution of the sample is normal because the distribution of the variable is also normal. So, by the exact method, the sample mean is distributed by a normal distribution mu sigma divided square root of 10, which is a normal distribution 2.36 and a standard deviation equal to 0.55, which is the one of the variable, divided by the square root of 10, which is the sample size. And this leads to this distribution. Finally, the exact distribution can be applied because the variable is independent. As we are given a random sample, we can directly assume independency.
Now that we have defined these two distributions, from the 10 messages he chooses, we want to know the probability that the number of words in them is 2.5 or more. We will calculate this probability by introducing the data in R Commander. Once we have opened the R Commander, we will have to select distributions, then continuous distributions, and normal distributions. Finally, normal probabilities, since we want to get a probability. After all these steps, we find some blank spaces that we have to fulfill with our data. The variable value will be 2.5, the mean 2.36, and the standard deviation, as we have calculated before, 0.17405. Finally, we have to select upper tail because the probability we want to calculate is if the number of words is 2.5 or more. We click OK, and the final result will be 0.21059, which we can round to 0.2106. So finally, if the student selects 10 messages at random and counts the number of words in them, there is 21.06% of probability that the messages contain 2.5 words or more.